First of all, do you see this right here?
Wait, let me highlight his story.
Can you see?
All right, show us. Wait, what are you showing us?
I was showing you a bow and arrow set from the Amazon that I traded a bunch of Quicksilver T-shirts. I traded 2 Quicksilver T-shirts for these bow and arrows right here.
Of course you did.
Okay. True story. Still has a poison tip on one of them from a porcupine spine and poison frog, but that's another story for another day. Okay, so I'm in the Amazon, and I feel like I'm being stalked by something. And there's jaguars, there's all kinds of stuff out there. And so I feel like somebody's watching me. So I come around the bend in the river, and there's like movement in the bushes. And this tribe was like stalking me for like 2 days. I kept seeing them, they'd disappear. I'd see them, they'd disappear. And so anyway, one day I came around, and they were lining across the river. It's kind of shallow, and they had their bow and arrows pointed at me. It was not those bow and arrows that I have. That was a friendly tribe. Anyway, they took me out of the kayak, put me in the village, and they had this fermented cane juice. And they would drink it every night, and the witch doctor would come out, and they would get just fucking lit, and they would just be pissed at the white man that was sitting there in their midst, and they would beat the shit out of me every night. Now, I'll tell you a story within the story. This is what the Amazon tribe would do. When they would conquer another tribe, they would take the males, and they would cut off their balls. They would stuff them in their throat. And as they started to digest their own genitalia, they would slit open their stomach, pull out their gonads, and they would eat them in front of them. So the last thing that you would see would be the chief of the other tribe eating your balls. And so that is what I thought about. That's what I thought would happen. Night in, night out. I was there probably for about 4 days, 4 nights. Every night they beat the shit out of me. Every night I'd think I was going to have my balls stuffed into my throat. True story. So anyway, when I told Jeff Probst about them eating my ass, I really wanted to tell him that wasn't going to make national television. So I stuttered for the first time in my life and said ass instead of balls, but I should have just elaborated and said, this is what's going to happen when you mess with a hidden indigenous tribe in the Amazon. Anyway, I finally escaped and paddled down the river. I thought I was going to end up with a bunch of arrows in my back. And
up your ass.
I live to tell another day, another story, another day.
That's Gloria.
PG, you did record this, right?
1,000%. This is gonna be clipped 1,000%.
Coach, like, how did you escape? You just
How did you escape people trying to eat your ass?
You weren't listening. They're trying to eat his balls, not his ass.
They were not eating my ass. They were eating my balls.
Eating his ass was the lie. Okay? Eating his balls was the real deal.
Yeah. So anyway, so they had these for use of a better word, like a palapa. They had these great big thatched, thatched roofed with big poles, and the poles were just rough-hewn logs. So anyway, I was freaking tied up every night, right? And so I just sat there and worked the freaking jute ropes on my hands night in, night out. One night they got so freaking lit, they were all passed out, and the witch doctor was mumbling something, probably about my gonads. And I freaking got the ropes, I finally worked them enough, and I crept down to the water with it where my kayak was, and I freaking got in there and bugged out.
Yeah, boy.
I have a holy respect.
I'm so glad,
Coach.
PG, that my pain. Listen, I could not tell that story for years because it was so freaking painful, and so I'm glad at my expense that you're loving this moment.
We gotta.
My mom just texted me and she said, "Mama Fig said you have a great night. Get you some dinner." Mama Fig's off the chat. That genital stuff is off the chart. LOL.
We just
Coach, never
hey Figgy, your gift just came up for the donation, and we got a donation. It said for Coach keeping his balls.
Yeah.
Coach, I never asked you this. You told me a story when we were out in Samoa many years ago, but I never asked you. I got to ask you now. Can you confirm now that they were eating? They were both indigenous balls, or was it one American ball and one indigenous ball? What did you see? Did they pass you two indigenous balls? No, man. Thank you for telling that, brother.
Oh my God.
Oh man. You guys are crazy. My battery is literally at 1%. Guys, it's been awesome. Thanks. It's good to meet everybody that I have
Talk to
not
you
met,
tomorrow,
like
Coach.
Tyler Figgy,
Nice to meet you.
Randy.
I know, it's so good to meet you, Coach.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.